Nobody asked me if I wanted this job. I just had it one day. The fixer, the responsible one, the one who keeps everything from falling apart. And I've been doing it ever since. My sister, the fearless middle child, called me into her office once, and she was completely overwhelmed by the stack of papers on her desk. I looked at it and blinked and grabbed a stack of manila folders and a Sharpie. And within 15 minutes, it was all alphabetized and filed and fine. She was so grateful, like I'd worked a spell, and I was like, doesn't everybody think like this? Well, apparently they don't. But here's what I didn't understand until much later, that not everybody thinks like this, and actually it wasn't a skill I was born with. I was trained into it, into this job that I never wanted. So I was like, am I a weirdo? So I went down this big rabbit hole to see if this is part of my personality or just a thing. And oh yeah, it's a thing. It's called eldest daughter syndrome. Not a diagnosis, but a pattern. Somewhere along the way, you stopped being a kid and became part of the support system. The helper, the fixer, the one who keeps everything from falling apart and keeps mom from yelling. And you got really good at it. You're not the boss of me. Every eldest daughter has heard this phrase about 10,000 times. But here's the thing, we were never the boss. We were the unpaid middle managers. We were keeping the peace, managing everyone else's emotions, and volunteering as tribute long before Katniss and the Hunger Games were a thing. I know, every sibling has their childhood drama, except for maybe the babies. Everything was puppies and rainbows for the babies. But the eldest? We were the ones they called upon when they needed something done. But we weren't traditionally good at doing all that stuff for ourselves. At work, you're likely the one they trust to get it right. At home, you're probably one of the ones everybody leans on. In your friend group, you're also likely to be the one that's responsible, dependable. You became the capable one. And if we're honest, we're kind of proud of that. That's part of the identity. But here's where that becomes a problem and gets expensive. Because that skill comes with a trade-off. You take care of everyone else, but you're likely not very good at taking care of yourself. You feel guilty resting. You don't ask for help. Sound familiar? You just always figure it out. And you're always a little worried that if you fall apart, everything else will too. And then one day you wake up and you're in your 50s and you are still doing this. Maybe just in more adult ways, like overgiving in a relationship, carrying the mental load of your whole household, being the only one thinking about retirement, but you're not the only adult in the room. And here's the kicker. No one is still assigning you that role, but you're still playing it. And if retirement is the one thing you keep meaning to deal with, but haven't quite gotten to, I've made a retirement readiness quiz that's really fun. It's a retirement vibe quiz. I've linked it below and it takes about 2-3 minutes and it'll show you exactly where you stand right now. And you've done a lot harder things than this. So this is how I've begun changing this pattern. I realized, oh, this isn't actually my personality. This is a role I no longer have to take on. I didn't choose it, which means I get to unchoose it and get to choose what comes next. So here's something small you can try this week. Next time you catch yourself being pulled into fix-it mode, just pause, just for a second, and ask yourself, is this mine to carry? Not can I handle it, because that's never been in question. You can handle it. But should you? There's a quote that floats around, and I'm sure it's from one of us, that goes like this. Just because you carried it well doesn't mean it wasn't heavy. Just because you carried it well doesn't mean it wasn't heavy. And in this next chapter, you don't have to carry it all the same way you used to. Just because you can doesn't mean you should. And you should listen to me because I'm the boss of you. And if this message resonated with you, please like and subscribe. And I've got a new video I've queued up here for you about the importance of friendship on your health. I think you're really gonna love it. Together, we're building a life we love. This is GenX Missy reminding you that if you start now, we can retire happy.